Developed by Soft Circle French Bread. Co-developed by Type Moon. And with Eco Softwares Corporation. Hello everyone, this is Sonic Fiend, and welcome to Let's Fiend Over Melty Blood Actress Again, Current Code. Hologram Summer again, try and read Blackland because obscure text is obscure and philosophical and whatnot. This Melty Blood is, or should I say, was my first, technically my first foray into anything involving Fate. This being an offshoot of the OG, like the original H. Dojin eroge game that started everything. I believe it's Tsukihime. So this falls in more closely to that game. I believe it takes place like near the very... I think this game is also a precursor or a... maybe not a prologue, but like technically a prequel to Fate Stay Night. And this would later go on to get a spiritual successor in Under Night In Birth, which is the current game series headed up by French Bread Software. I'm playing the most recent Steam port of Actress Again, which is the most recent legal iteration of this game. Published by Arc System Works because they love their anime fighters, as do we all. So to start things off, actually let me make sure my settings are all there. And I can blab a little bit more while this goes on. I'll leave. Wait. Oh no, it's damage level. Okay, so don't want to go too hard. We don't want to go normal either. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but like if you know me, outside of Sonic, fighters are kind of my bread and butter. So we'll set it on hard just to start things off with. It's normal. We don't need a character filter. All of these options, by the way, are so nice to have. We can save replays. Displays the frame rate and everything, which probably won't have any effect on your enjoyment if you decide to pick this up for the first time. You can leave everything else like default. Got window resolutions, all that good stuff. Let me just make sure. Okay, so this. Shoot. There, that's the same, that's the same. This. I think that's right. And every time you enter and exit the outfit screen, you get a different character. Just hanging around, looking pretty. Gives you a little bit of an idea of who they are, because, you know, sprite animation is great about that sort of thing. Especially, like, by the works of Arxis and French Bread. They know what they're doing when it comes to showing just who a character is through their idle animations alone. And that's like before we actually get into any of the fighting. Enough of that waffling on. We're going to do just that. There are quite a few characters to pick from. I'm kind of spoiled for choice. But I am going to start things off with the character I first picked when I first touched this game, like at a mixer at a party like years and years ago. We are going with the protagonist of Tsukihime. His name is Tonoshiki, and he's exactly the kind of character I play in most fighters. Like, there are exceptions to the rule, like, for example, in BlazBlue, besides Rocking the Blood Edge, my go-to is Hazama, who is anything but the style of character that Shiki is gameplay-wise. But usually I tend to gravitate towards like the maybe not necessarily small, but definitely the faster type characters, the ones who can get in really quick, do some damage, and get out. And now the big thing about this iteration of the Melty Blood games, you won't find this in the very first version. By the way, this game dates back to like 2002. I believe that's when the very first one came out. But Actress Again actually introduces these things called styles, like to do with the moon, because that's, you know, that's a constant theme in all of the Fate games, really, including Under Night as well. So there are 3 styles to pick from. Crescent Moon is kind of like, this is the one I would recommend if you're just getting into the game. It gets you like a little bit of everything. Like you can do some combos. You have good use of your meter and whatnot. You also get dodges and reverse beats. Reverse beats meaning you can chain most normal attacks, like a single button press. Let's say, for example, like I'm playing this. I should have started by saying that I'm playing this with my PC/Switch GameCube adapter using a GameCube controller. So I have like the light, medium, and heavy attack buttons to B, Y, and X. So I can press. Usually in most games you can just do light, medium into heavy. You can't go backwards, but with Crescent Moon style you can do medium into light, or medium, heavy, light, medium, whichever one floats your boat. So that gives you the most relative freedom. Half Moon style is also very beginner friendly. It actually does a lot of the more complicated mechanics for you. So if this is your very first ever fighter, you might be better off picking this one. Like Crescent Moon, I like Crescent Moon for the flexibility. I believe it's also beginner friendly, but this is like, let's say, stylish mode, so to speak, in BlazBlue. And Full Moon limits your options, but you get straight power in exchange. Like, you hit like a truck with just like a single combo. For example, Shiki himself in Crescent and Half Moon, he doesn't do a lot of damage. Like, he can do some. He has a couple of damaging strings. Like, some of his advanced combos, which I can't pull off, can do a lot of damage, but overall his damage output is kind of lackluster compared to some of the other cast members. But with Full Moon, he loses some combo ability, but he touches you once, and that's like a third of your health bar gone. That's kind of insane. And as with most fighters, you get a color select. There's actually 36 colors for each character. Some have anime references, like what was this? I believe this one is supposed to be... I don't know if it's this one, but I know he has a Gilgamesh-related color of some kind. Like this one here is supposed to be representative of Yosuke Hanamura from Persona 4. I don't remember all of them, but... For the sake of things, like this is usually my go-to color, but for the sake of the playthrough, we'll just go with default for everyone. I've talked long enough. It's on to the actual fights. We're first up against Miss Shion Eltnum Atlasia, who wound up becoming a guest character in the Under Night in-birth games. Well, starting with EXE. I don't think she was in the original one. There we go with that Celsius calculation again. Even though Fahrenheit is more technically accurate to human temperature, Celsius is just the cooling and boiling temperatures of water alone. And as with any and all other type moon or Fate games in general, it's very visual novel based. I know Tonoshiki has a bit of a complicated past, actually. I'm paraphrasing what I read up of him from his other appearances and like things off the wiki. So forgive me if I'm, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on any of it. But I know that Tono's thing is, he looks the part. He was growing up a normal kid, when in actuality, he's actually part of a forgotten bloodline. In this case, he is, I believe, he descends from a family of assassins, and he has this thing where he can see these red lines or points that are invisible to most other people. If he traces that line or pricks that point with a sharp object, that person just dies. Who or whatever's attached to it is just gone. And I'm playing the Steam version, so there are a lot of achievements to get along the way. And on the left side, that's a good thing for the PC release of this game. You actually get like a move list constantly on each side of the screen. Some other games do this, but they're mostly older. Casey throws. This is a light attack. This is medium. This is heavy. This is a barrier. If you time this right, you can actually parry the opponent's attacks. If I can actually get it off. There we go. And then you get what we in the fighting game community call massive frame advantage. So you can actually get combos off and do a lot more damage for landing a perfect parry. But now we're just gonna throw Eltnum to the ground and call it that. But if you hear lots of clacking, that's because I'm currently bound to GameCube. So if you watch any competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee, you know these things are loud. Let me see if I can read it. Okay, so got down in AB, so down in BY for me is gonna be the dodge maneuver. You can spam it, like small attacks go through, but if an attack lingers for a long time, then you're going to you're going to get hit. So we have max meters, so we can now enter, the Crescent Moonsault was called the Blood Heat mode, and this actually slows things down a bit. And you get off what are called the, I forget the exact name, but I think it's the Blood Heat arts. I didn't pull it off there because I'm not that great at this. Oh, I accidentally skipped it. Whoops! My bad, I didn't mean it. Next versus that first name I can't pronounce, Chaos. Scary dude. So now I can go over some of Shiki's moves. We have forward, right? This is what I do. I sound. Sometimes I just go into bits of silence. That means I'm trying to concentrate or trying to read the opponent's moves. Evil deer, send help. Yes, familiars. Can I not lose to like just the second guy on the list? I know I picked hard, but goodness gracious. So that's one of the super attacks. All super attacks, they're usually activated by doing a motion. Like one of the motions on the side here, like the first one is going to be a trump card that. Well, first stop hitting me. We're going for a lot of sweeps. Jesus! Okay, he grabbed my grab there. Ay, okay. Let me see if I can get this off. There we go. I'm doing a bad job explaining while I'm trying to fight at the same time. Definitely one of Shiki's weaknesses. He has no projectile game whatsoever. Slight grammatical error there, but we'll let it pass. Versus Yumiduka Satsuki, that side portrait there alone just screams tsundere. So we have, that's the trump card or Laura cut. That's the Dragon Punch / DP called the, I'm not even sure what this kick is. That is the actual name. Trump card 2, which is a low sweep. That's actually one of Shiki's best moves, honestly. Just because it sets up for so much. Well, there it was, but I accidentally got to. Oh god! She's not as difficult as freaking giant dude with trench coat throwing animals at me. She's down there. That's definitely Shiki's game style. Once he gets in, it's hard to get him off. Let's use blood heat. There we go. Back and I didn't actually pull off that time. Good anti-air jack. But we kick her in the shins and we move on.
今のやつ、弓塚さんに似てたよ。元気に逃げていったけど。
I mean, is that not who that is? I say I was playing coy, but I actually don't know. Like, I know of a few of the characters in this game, but their backgrounds and like in detail are completely lost to me. So, a lot of this I'm also experiencing for the first time.
アルクエド来てるかな。ここで待ち合わせの約束だったけど、あいつ最近よく
Looks like we have a destined battle here.
あら、遅刻まで約束破りの決心みたいなあなたに言われたくはないんですけど。今夜だってただの合いびきだったのに。ナイフを持って
I
やっ
know
てくるなんて
Arcuade,
猟奇的に
or
も程が
Arcuade,
ある
if
んじゃ
that's how you pronounce it, I could be wrong. She is one of a few characters, including Shiki himself, who has like an alter variant, if we want to use like fate terminology. And we're about to throw down with said alter. Shiki's alter being Shiki Nania, which is his true name. And it, basically, when he goes into Nania form, he just embraces like the cold-blooded assassin that he was meant to be all along, and he gets a lot more cutthroat, much more sinister as a result. Whereas good boy glasses wearing Tono here he just wants to do right. He just wants to do the good thing, the right thing even.
私も真似事ぐらいはしてあげる。もっともその目以外はいらないから。首から下は面白い形になっちゃうだろうけど。
ああ、付き合おう吸血鬼。お前は元凶じゃないようだけど、あいつの姿をこれ以上血で汚されるのはたまらない。
Put down the beast.
ラウンド1、ファイト。
Also, the soundtrack is a bop. I should have let in with that. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you shield rapidly, you get actually some meter for it, which is like the percentage you're seeing on the bottom there, the magic circuit. Not quite. I'm trying to get his blood heat super going, but I keep flubbing the input. Okay, she attacks with blood. She actually, it's probably like the basis for Carmine and Under Night. I'm going to be making those comparisons a lot. And you too could see the Under Night cast in Under Night Inbirth.exe the latest, currently on PS4, or you could wait until the new series, or the newest iteration that was announced at, was it EVO? I think it was. It's Under Night Inbirth.exe latest clear, which is going to be coming for PS4 and Switch. It's going to be the brand new version that's coming out, I believe, spring of next year. And let me stop talking before I actually bite the dust! Oh shit, okay, she got me. Moving overhead. Our first loss. Blood beads. Actually, very few special moves. Oh god! Compared to most of the cast. DP? Okay. Oh shit! Woo! Just gotta punch him in the thigh a few times, and that's how we made by.
消えたか。おかしいな。これと同じ出来事を覚えている気がする。一晩だけ噂や不安を形にする。
Oh, I think that's actually the lines in the background of his portrait that he can see. That'd be apropos, so. Versus Shiel. I know she's a popular pick in the among the community. Definitely the again, I'm gonna be making Iron Knight comparisons a lot. She's undoubtedly she's the foundation of Ori Harada in that game. Same hair color, also like a sister, so to speak. Wow, I did not think that was gonna be a true combo, but hit stun on counter hit down and heavy. A lot more than I expected. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The dodge maneuver can lose the throws, so you gotta be careful with that. Oh god! Some maximum spider type thing. There we go! Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception, but I missed. Ah! What a classic, that's my thing.
Round 3. Fight.
I don't expect this to be like a perfect arcade playthrough, especially for someone who experiences all things Melty as I. Oh shit. But I want to see how far I can get without, you know, actually biting the dust there. I'll take that trade.
You win.
それじゃあ先に行かせてもらいます先輩。今度メシアンでご馳走しますから弁解はその時にさせてください。
Sounds like school shenanigans. Versus Len. The Soul's eyes remind me of the Tista.
気は乗らないけど仕方ない。
Oh, they have the same stature too. Well, not stature, but they look to be about the same size as well. She's a zoner, I'll know. Zoners being the type of character who just wall you out with all manner of projectiles. Okay, she turns to a cat. That's like... Oh yeah, I didn't explain that move either. Shiki also has a bunch of stance maneuvers. So that's the A version. He just dashes across the screen at lightning speed. I believe the B version is a feint if you hold it. Yeah, it doesn't actually attack, you just moves forward. And the C/heavy/EX version. Oh, Jesus. It's going to look something like this. Okay, it's a grab, gotcha. Oh, that's, actually didn't mean to activate that, but, okay, yeah, she does have some capability. Shit. Ah, damn you! That doesn't go away unless I touch it. Or unless she sets another trap of the same variety. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is a problem! Oh, this might be it. This might be curtains for me! Shit! Oh no! Ah, damn it! That was supposed to be the DP. Oh, we're not done yet though. No, we can do this. We can do this. It's a learning experience for me too, ladies and gentlemen. And I start learning by getting thrown. I don't know what the cat deal is. Oh, that's bad. CPU is getting wise to my shenanigans. Oh, I missed that grab. Okay, just kick her in the shins. Call it a day. When all else fails, just use your 2 or 3C. Kick him down in the shins. They'll never see it coming. What I was trying to explain before. If you're blocking, you can expend all of your magic circuit by pressing, I believe it's A and B, and you'll act. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's called the circuit spark. It's just like a one get out of jail free card. Like, stop hitting me. I want my turn back, please and thank you. Not quite. Trying to get the depth perception again. Didn't happen that time. It's kind of weird because I'm doing like all my traditional fighting game inputs on a GameCube stick for the first time. Good guy, Shiki, which means he is overdue for some torment in his life, as we don't want to do in these games. Oh, there's the man himself. I wonder who that could be. They could be twins.
Yo, 兄弟楽しんでるかい？ああ、まっとうな人生ならな。そいつはまた安穏な。どうも一度死ななきゃ目は覚めないか？
ラウンド1、ファイト。
There's the evil me, the alter me. Who has a lot of the same moves, barring a couple of different instances. Like when he teleports, he can also land in the air. I don't believe Tono can do that. And that's his flashing scabbard. A bunch of lightning fast wipes. But I know me like the back of my hand. And therefore I know his weaknesses as well. Ha ha ha. Tono and Nani's mirrors are actually kind of funny in competitive. Oh yeah, EX guard. You've probably seen that happen a couple times already. I demonstrate if I can block the scabbard again. Or if I can... Hold on, let me see if I can block now. Moving. Oh, fuck! I messed that up. EX guard is when if you block moves in succession, block by holding back, by the way. If you block moves in succession, you'll actually build up some magic circuit for doing so. I've cast aside my killer self. Oh, Phantom of the Opera versus Reisbeth Stridberg. Or Stridberg, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. She looks like she's packing some heat though, my lord.
She
looks like the noble, like Camus type. I don't know why I compared it to Fire Emblem, but she looks like the Camus slash the type of character that's she's on the wrong side by circumstance, but meets every fight with honor and doesn't believe in fighting or exercising her power on those blatantly weaker than she is. If I were to guess, I could be completely wrong. This could all be a ruse. Everyone knows about his eyes, his Sharingan. Okay, yep, this is like the sub boss, I can feel it. If it gets to be like too much, I'll probably wind up like cutting a lot of stuff out. I'll be right back. Alright, we can just keep throwing all day if we want. Shit! That thing has way too much range! Wait. Ah! Probably should have spaced out like a low kick or whatever. Alright, fine. On the combo count in the combo count, if you see the word invalid pop up, that means that it wasn't a true combo. That was. Good lord. She's out to fucking kick my. Oh, really? Whew. Again, when all else fails, just kick them at their feet.
ァイト
Oh, damn! Smashing the hell out of that DP. Ah, I keep messing up the freaking depth perception.
やるな
Not a meter, but that's okay. Yeah!
まったく
If I can get that follow up on whiff, it's kind of silly. Most attacks like that, where you rise up from the ground into the air, if you miss or they block it, you're just left wide open. For some reason, he just gets away with throwing out his foot after the fact. Most characters can't do that. At least they have to connect first, but no. Now we're up against the dust of Osiris.
なんだこの地面血じゃない
Oh boy.
全部宝石だ
A skill of arcade fighting game final bosses. How insane are you going to be?
私が連戦した冥界
Philosopher stones?
アクアビタイプ
Those things are
あらゆる
dangerous.
あらゆ
They
る
cost human souls.
あらゆる死を癒す
And contrary to popular belief, will not in fact rise your mothers from the dead.
お前いや君はシオンそうだシオンだ
What is that?
どうして今まで
What,
忘
that's
れていた
Eltham's altar?
この夜はタタリの夜で俺はシオンと一緒にタタリの元凶を倒したのに
I do believe, story-wise, Actress Again.
私を私と認識する
Current Code is just like the most recent iteration of this game. But Actress Again, I believe, is a proper sequel to the first Melty Blood.
どうしたんだ何かあったのかひどく苦しそう
Like, I think what they're calling back to is like the synopsis of the first game's plot.
その
And again, this is before even adding in any of the Tsukihime stuff.
私の実体験すると
All that sweet lewd
あらゆ
dojos
る
for
意
you.
味で許せない私をシオン・エルトナムとして見た
Oh, yeah, you know what? She does have
私が
Eltham
語りである
free.
道理を捨てられるその善良さこそが私にできる
なんだ
Uh-oh.
目が
He sees the lines. You know what you must
ここ
do.
はワラキアの夜を再演算しその結果だけを変えようとした真相の世界の果てを下ろさせお前のワラキアの夜を消去させたたり消え去る前にその結果だけを変そのどれもがお前という得意点のなければ成し得ない
Ah, there's that term, the singularity.
変動する数値であるお前がいる限り私という体験は今
Yes, I know Kohai and Nero are waiting for me to clear out Rome. I'm getting to that, I promise. As soon as the Halloween stuff is done. And assuming there's no Thanksgiving event. Probably is, for all I
こ
know.
の鳥が正しい回を消される前にあなたが消えれば私がただ一人の死を
シオン今の君はさっき出会った君とは違うタタリが生み出したシオンなのか
You might resemble my friend, but I have to put you down.
私はオシリスを進めお前を殺しこの世界を真実として消えろ人間この冥界に死神は必要ない ラウンド1
Oh, what the hell is this shit? Oh no! This is about to be bad, dude!
まだいける
I have to win 2 rounds of this shit?
さあまだ赤き砂が消えなさい消えようあなたは
Okay, just murdered. Straight murder. Gonna be a one-on-one, no. It's one versus whatever the hell this shit is.
ファイト
Alright, let's see.
オウン覚悟なさい
Read the tells.
動くな
Get the super out. So God knows what that's about. Oh
動
god!
くなオウン敵
Okay. Shit. Okay. Can I just hit? No, I can't touch her hand again. Oh! Can I not block that? And they're called arc drives. That's what the Bloodheat version is. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely reminding me of, what the hell's his name? I think it's Abyss? The final boss of, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or its arcade mode.
Round 1 Fight.
I saw a critical hit. Is that a thing they can do? Alright. So jumping B does 2 hits. Damn it! Not just that, she's a lot of health. That or defense. Jesus! I'm dead. Ah! Okay, so it looks like... Oh my god, really? It was annoying! Damn it! Doesn't help that I have to, like, make my way over there. Can this be blocked? No, it cannot. It just straight kills me. So I guess I'll probably have to hit her out of it. And that'll stun her. Am I right? People in the comment section who have played this a million times over and are no doubt parading me. Good God. This is a learning process. We can do this. There's no telling everyone's final boss will be the same thing. Fuck! Okay, that low swoop is getting annoying. Oh, I can't even hit her with that! Wait, did I clash it? Oh. I saw something connect, but I can't hit her out of it. Oh, man. It's always the last bosses of these arcade modes that have like that can't be stunned out of anything. And that's what makes them so hard. Fuck, hell. Alright, max heat, come on! Can't get complacent. She might have some bullshit round 3 only special attack. Jumping B. Oh, fucking damn it! No! Your arc drive is bullshit! Fuck, okay, we got this. Alright, we can do this, Fuck! Okay. Ah! Maybe not miss the guys with depth perception, but a kick in the face will also do. Woo! And as per the norm of every French bread slash Arc System Works arcade mode, you get a pretty song or a pretty ending theme. They don't always have vocals. And a nice, very nice looking drawn CG to accompany it. I mean, for my first playthrough, full arcade playthrough of this game, and especially on hard, I don't think I did that bad. Like, before the final boss, I only lost to freaking OG Batista. And I tend to struggle with zoners anyway, so I'm a little proud of myself for that. Sorry if I'm patting myself in the back too much.
それはもちろん。ま、シオンも大人になったらああなるんだって分かったし。
Oh my! Putting moves on?
あの状況でそんなことを考えていたのですか？あなたは。前言は撤回です。
Oh God!
忘れなさい。大人になった私のことだと忘れなさい。
わ、ちょっと待て、落ち着けシオン。銃を持ち出すのはナチだってば。
You thinking lewd things of me? I'll shoot you. I don't care what kind of eroge game you came from. This ain't it. Co-developed by Ecol and Type Moon. Game over. Oh, and I can put in my name. That's how you know you're in the arcades. Gotta get that high score to beat. Yeah. Just put in the... I usually just put in the initials or the first 3 letters of my actual name. And then it's back to the opening and title sequence. Alright, that was a fun foray. First arcade run. And by all means, I'd be happy to go through more of these, so if you guys at home watching want to see more like live arcade playthroughs, these will all be first playthroughs. Like, I won't cheat myself. I've only ever played this before this release of the game at parties and such. So all the story elements are completely lost to me. So if you want to, I probably won't voice things like I do in Grand Order and Extra. But if you guys want to see more, then actually let me go through the list of characters, because it'll be you guys who decide whoever gets the most votes, or whoever's name I see the most in the comments will be who I play through next. So we just went through Tonoshiki. We have Azuki Aoko, who's actually a cutie. Like her outfit is very simple, just t-shirt and jeans, but I like that. I think she's also maybe not in looks, but her personality is definitely, from what little I know, I think she's like the basis for Yuzuriha. Kind of like the grown-up, not like the sort of like foster mom of most of these kids, because most of the cast are like high schoolers and shit. So there's Azuki Aoko, Archetype Earth, who frankly looks like female Gilgamesh. The Alter Nanashiki, Kishima Koma. We have Arima Miyako, Shell. The other main character of this game, Shion Eltnum Atlasia. Sub-boss, Riceburg Stridberg. Her alter, Sion Tadari. Warachia, who I believe is a vampire. Michael Roa Valdenjong. Okay, I'm looking at him. Looking at him, the way his shirt is open like that, I think he was the basis for Gordo. We have twin mates, Hisui and Kohaku, Tono Akiha, Arcade Brunstred, Howard Ciel. Jesus Christ, she looks like she got admitted to the army and came back fucking jacked. How do you go from this to this? Unless this is what she's hiding under these robes all the time. Good lord. Just said, you know, screw the knives, get a goddamn rifle. Red Arcuid, Akiha Vermilion, Mech Hisui, because, you know, Robo girls in these games are always plus, you know. Tono Akiha. We have Yumiduka Satsuki, then Yogi Shiki, who is also in... She's also summonable as a servant in Fate Grand Order. White Lyn, whatever that means. She looks more playful, I suppose. Probably evil, because the right half of the character select are mostly evil type characters. Let's see. Nernvesker Chaos. I don't know how to pronounce that. Neko Arc Chaos. Sure. We gotta have gag characters too. Koha and Mech. Hisui by herself. The joke character of the game, Neko Arc. Kohaku by herself. And the joke pair of Neko and Mech. So that is our cast list overall. I think they're about 31 total. And random select, as we do. There could be unlockables, for all I know. I think, because this is the most recent release, they're all, like, these are all the characters. I don't know if they're, like, secret unlockable, arcade-only versions of someone here on this list. But, you know, there's still, like, 30-something playthroughs at least to go. So that's the cast list. Tono is off the mark, or off the map, rather. And that'll be it from me, Sonic Fiend. Thank you all for watching. If you want to try this game out for yourself, Melty Blood Actress Again current code is currently only on PC. So you can either get that from, I believe, ArcSys's website or how I'm playing it through Steam. They actually had a flash sale a couple days ago. I think I can check that right now, actually. I think this game is usually priced around $20 to $25. I got this at the lowest price it's ever been for $5 flat. So let me pull up. That was via Fanatical. That's right. They did like a promotional thing. I don't know if that's still going. Let me check it out now. If it is, I'll put a link in the description. But it does not look like, doesn't look like that's the case anymore. Okay, Fanatical is $4.99. Yeah, so okay, so it's back to its full price for $24.99. I wanted to cover it during the period it was on sale, so more people could get to know about it, but you know, them's little breaks. I can't help that. Unfortunately, my day-to-day job prevents me from recording the fun things I like when they are more relevant. But by all means, try it out. I heavily recommend it. This game is kind of like the Melee, the Super Smash Bros. Melee of 2D anime fighters. It's been around for a very, very long time. Again, like since the OG release was like 2002 or somewhere around that ballpark. So it still has a thriving community. So it's at least 15 years old, and this game is still going strong by like all the hardcore enthusiasts. Easy to pick up. I heavily enjoy it. I hope you will too, to check it out. But enough waffling on. I've been Sonic Fiend. Thank you all for watching and have a great day, everybody.